Hello everyone, welcome. I hope you are all well today. I was just, of course, making some coffee for myself. Which, as you can see in front of me, I have a new piece of equipment. This is called a V60. Which, give me one moment, and we can learn all about that. Now, this is not necessarily. Apparently, there is a smartphone called a V60. I believe this is the correct site, yes? But yes, this is a, I believe, Japanese based coffee company. Which there are seemingly quite a few products. I must say, for legal reasons, I am not sponsored. But I am quite fascinated with this outdoor series. I am also quite fascinated with the. Ah, I'm quite fond of that shirt as well. Though I'm also quite curious about the metal cups. Ooh. There are seemingly a lot of cups here that I quite like. Hmm. Ah, here it is. I'm quite curious of how that stacks with the handles like that. Ah, I see. Not quite, they don't quite fit inside each other, so you have to move the handle to the side. Though I'm quite fascinated with this outdoor kit. I am unsure if there. Ah, there we are. I will say I'm quite in love with this little metal coffee cup. I wonder if they sell the bag as well to go with everything. Hmm. I must say I'm quite fascinated. Ah, we can also talk about. One moment. We can talk about the coffee I'm drinking today. Which, even though I just brewed it, I am. Oh, here we are. Here is the roaster I have my coffee from. Ah, they have some instant coffee as well. No, this is. I have a different Columbia. It seems that the one that I got They do not sell directly on their website. I did get a Colombian coffee, but unfortunately it's not this one, so we may not be able to read about it. That's a bit unfortunate. I was also unaware that they had pet things on this website. Kitchen. I've only ever really looked at the coffee section of things. Of course, they have plenty of coffee things. In fact, let me put away some of my equipment to clear off counter space. Let me put this aside here. I apologize, one moment. I do have this new coffee cup. Let me put this aside and transfer the coffee over. Well, it is more so a it's a pitcher and a cup. It is quite nice. I'm quite fond of it. It even has the cafe logo on it. But unfortunately right now, for the other carafe I have, it is a bit stuck to something right now. When things come through the portal into Cafe Nocturne, they tend to be a bit strange sometimes. I had intended to wait, well, not wait, to talk about the coffee I'm currently drinking. It's quite good, but given that there is no information on it I could find, which is unfortunate, we could perhaps move along. A slow drip coffee brew. I've heard of these. They always seem to be expensive. I believe Blue Bottle Coffee has one. This seems to be a cold brew machine. Though, as you can see, it is a quite expensive. Perhaps a little bit out of my budget. A bit like the, oh, there's a hand grinder I've wanted for the longest time called a Commandante. But those also tend to be expensive, I believe. I don't know if they're in stock, but they used to have them on this website. The thing about Commandantes is you kind of have to order it from other websites. Ah, Oh, it is not sold out. And they also come in a bunch of different colors as well. I could perhaps... go to their website. They do shoot you in different places to perhaps find one. But apparently this is the Mark 40. I have heard phenomenal things about these. And as you can see, they can come in a bunch of different colors. And available all over the world, as you can see. They even have a little unauthorized list, so you do not buy them from. But yes, quite nice. Perhaps one day. Perhaps if Cafe Nocturne generates some more revenue. Well then, I believe that's all I really have to talk about today. I wanted to learn more about the coffee that I was drinking today. But that does not seem to be an option, so I was hoping that could lead us down some sort of rabbit hole. But it would seem not. So let us transition to a different room of Cafe Nocturne and play some Magic. Ah, here we are. Give me one moment. I do have a new feature. I have for when I leave the room, I have a little sign here that for some reason I decided to stand behind. Yes, I have a little be right back sign. I have one for here and for Cafe Nocturne. Perhaps when we transition back later, we can... The words have set my mind. When we transition back to Cafe Nocturne, I shall show you all. Weirdly enough, Twitch does not have a Magic the Gathering arena option. So I must simply set it to Magic the Gathering. There we are. Hopefully that is not too loud. Play white or green spells, which I believe will be fairly simple. I know Dominaria United comes out soon, which I'm quite excited about. Green or white? Let's do Angelic Accountants. I don't believe I played with this deck yet. Hmm. Quite a longer wait time than I'm used to. Ah, perhaps that's why. I believe we were in alchemy instead of standard. Which I'm not quite sure what the difference is between the two formats. Perhaps when we are back on the... Let me turn this down slightly. Perhaps when we are back on the... I'm not sure if that is the correct move, but... we can still play things. Ah, you're playing werewolves. Fortunately enough, if they attack with their wolf... I believe that my best bet would be... perhaps I should have traded the trainee. Oh? They apparently have some sort of counterspell in their hand if they had a response to that. I'm fine with trading this right now. Well, it's not even trading. I understand. I do not understand how this card works. It is slightly bizarre, though, that, it is slightly bizarre that it did not get counters. And I guess they will concede. I am starting to understand slightly how this deck plays. It may take me a few times. Let us see, what are the... Alchemy uses cards from recent sets with additional balance changes, I see. Standard uses cards only from recent sets. Historic, I can use seemingly everything. Explorer uses cards from standard set dating back October to 2012. There's also Brawl, which seemingly Brawl is a more condensed version of Commander. Ah, best of 3. Well then, let's try that again. I would like to get the color challenge for today. I shall keep. I do have a turn 2 play, so... That might have been slightly wasted, but it has a flashback cost, so I can play it again. Apparently playing some form of werewolves, if I had to guess. What do Gala creatures do? Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, choose one that has not been chosen this turn, but a 1/1 counter on Gala creatures. Create a tapped treasure token, where you gain 2 life. Interesting. Creating a tapped treasure token is slightly bizarre. It's the first time I've ever heard of that. And the werewolves begin. Oh, this also has trample. I could borrow time in it. Which may not be a bad idea. It's quite the big threat after all. Or if perhaps I can draw into another trainee. It is only until end of turn. I see. Let me add a Celestial Regulator. I will tap this. And swing. Unfortunately enough, it will not tap. Or it will not become untapped in the next turn. I do plan on getting the precon of Spirit Squadrons, and I would like to modify it slightly. Ah, I see. I could get rid of that Howling Moon, though. I'm very limited on what I could do because of my mana. It's a little bit unfortunate I don't have another. Oh. It does not specify it has to be another trainee. So when this dies, I could put the counters it has on my Celestial Regulator, making it a 3/4. Perhaps hit another Homestead Courage on it. Though, perhaps I will use Homestead Courage on my trainee next turn, because if it perishes, then I can move its counters anyway. Almost out of time. If I had one more mana, I could play Undercover Operative. Perhaps the move would to be buff up my trainee. Interesting. I'm slightly unsure what my opponent is doing. I don't know if they're just trying to. If they're AFK or if they are intentionally running out the timer. That resolves. I do believe that this person may be away from the controls. I could use also more lands. Very confused what is happening. I don't know if they conceded or if the game after a short period of time makes them concede if they miss so many timers. Bizarre game. I would like to be able to play one full match. Let us try this again, yes? Perhaps this will be a game that we can finish. Let's see. Oh. I shall keep this hand. I do have some turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4 plays in here. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, it gains Death Touch until the end of turn. Whenever a equipped creature attacks alone, defending player loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Well then. Hopefully I do not just keep drawing into lands. Target opponent discards card if mana was from treasure was spent to cast a spell. I have enough. Curious what their game plan is. The dungeon map. Ah, interesting. They are going to venture into a dungeon at some point. I am also slightly confused why training popped. I am mainly waiting for the Celestial Regulator, for them to play a creature, perhaps. What did that... Enters the battlefield, ventures into the dungeon, chant creature. Ah, gets -2/-2. So they use that to kill it. I will be able to double the effects of Metropolis Angel next turn. Ah, there we are. I do believe that I will hopefully win this one. No blocks. I will take the 2. Especially with something with the touch. And they concede. Oh well. I will say that a small pet peeve of mine is when Instead of playing the game out, they can see. Who knows, they could have possibly turned that game around. Though with my flyers, they might have not been able to. This is a good opening hand. Two celestial regulators. It has vigilance, there's no reason not to attack, especially with the life gain. Oh, whenever I block this, they can untap 3 lands. Interesting. I wonder if I borrow time this. Ooh, I could borrow time this now because the untap 3 lands you control when it becomes blocked is quite unfortunate. This may also be more of a threat than this. They have 2 free mana, so I'm curious what's in their hand. Unfortunately, we have to play a Tranquil Clove. I will more likely borrow time this when it comes to the field, so I will. The question is what will they pick? That is fine. Another Tranquil Clove. I believe that they did not think that through. It does have a flashback cost, so I can play that later. I am going to borrow time this. I do not want it 8-8 on the field. Even if they... I'm curious what their game plan is here. There we are, we've finally finished the match. I only need to play one more white spell. So let's do that real quick. And we will unlock a new deck. I'm quite fond of this deck, if I do say so myself. I will stop this for now. I unfortunately don't really have a... I don't really have a turn 3 play. Let's see, do these two come in tapped, unfortunately? I do not like that celebrity fencer. I will try to buff it as much as I can. I think if I was smart, I would get rid of the Celebrity Fencer next turn. The Rumor Gatherer I will block. And of course, target creature gets +2/+7 for 2-drop. I would much. I unfortunately have no creatures, which. I fortunately had things to respond with. Let's see. Ah, Angelic Quartermaster. It is fine. They are top decking at this point, so I really don't mind. This card. I do believe I'm starting to see. I'm trying to think. If I attack with this, it will become a 2/3, which can get rid of the Celebrity Fencer. Or I can do this. I shall take this first. And that just became a 6/6. If I really wanted to, I could get rid of a Rumor Gatherer, but I'll wait. Venom Connoisseur. And that resolve. They can hit for 4. Interesting. perhaps to... I will wait on this borrowed time. Hmm. Do not plan to block. Because no matter how big the board gets, I do believe I will... I will take the 6. Unfortunately, they would not let me swing. Quite unfortunate. Though we did get stealthy subterfuge. A bunch of ninjutsu cards. When turn an unblock attacker, you control your hand, but this card on the battlefield from your hand tapped and attacking. These enchantment cards are quite interesting. Does seem like a fun little deck. Dominaria packs go for on sale tomorrow. Interesting. Well then, please give me one moment. I will be right back. I have returned. I think now, since we unlocked our... Since we have unlocked our deck for today, we shall be moving on to World of Horror, shall we? Let me exit this real quick. There we are. The notification the bird app has been sent out. Now let us... Ah, here we are. Now, I do believe we will be moving on to extracurricular activity. This option will prepare the standard skeptic playthrough for you, allowing you to start the game without worrying about the in-depth stuff for now. Very well. I do believe this intro is the same. The eternal web is once again awakening from its slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it is thrown to tear down the walls of its cocoon prison. Stop it before it devours us all. Old gods rule, you can't escape from combat encounters. Welcome and thank you for trying World of Horror, inspired by adventure games from the 80s. The visual overload may be a bit disoriented in the beginning. In this short tutorial, I'll do the best to explain various elements and prepare you to fight the horrible old gods. This is the main game screen. Here you will interact with your surroundings, solve mystery, and fight enemies. As you on the right, World of Horror has all RPG elements, and your attributes are described by 6 basic stats. Stamina represents your physical health. Reason represents your stability and will to confront the horrors. Once it reaches 0, your character collapses and the game ends. Knowledge, charisma, funds representing the amount of money you can spend, perception, dexterity, and strength. That is your inventory. You can keep up to 4 items. Click here to inspect, use, or pick anything you up. There are equipment slots. Equipped items do not count towards your 4 item limit. I see. As you progress through your playthrough, more helpful tips would appear. Would you like to... Yes, indeed I did. I was up quite early this morning, so I thought I'd open Cafe Nocturne early. Though I did start the World of Horror only about 10 minutes ago, if even that. So World of Horrors just booted up. I was playing Magic earlier. Ah, I see. Back in your home, you think of your next move. You are currently investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the next room should point you in the right direction. The morning has been good so far. It has been productive as well. I went out and got supplies for Cafe Nocturne this morning. It was quite nice. Let us see. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Be aware your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Chilling Chronicle of Crimson Cape, Bizarre Baroot of Blood-Curdling Botanist, The Spine-Chilling Story of School Scissors, Horrible History of Household Hell. This one does seem fun. Let us do this one. There are many old mansions around this town. 00 Manor is one of them, supposedly haunted by the family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer, but it is the only tragic event that took place here. To advance this mystery, investigate the circled location. As you progress, the location and rules may change. You can investigate your home. With the trail growing cold, it might be time for a different approach. Could a similar case have occurred in the past? A trip to the library might be a good idea. I'm unsure. The game audio is really not that loud in general. Investigate seaside location twice to complete this quest. Putting your hand in that hole was a bad idea. Very well. You can't shake the feeling that the small dark buildings hide some terrible secrets +2 doom. I see. You've learned the cliff the mansion was built on is famous for its extensive cave system. You've decided to rent some books that may help you. An article covers a group of scientists from Tokyo that were exploring and mapping weird cave formations found in the cliffs. The search of the missing team of scientists continues. The only clue so far is written on the cavern wall, 450 hertz. One house owner, however, decided to make use of the cave tunnel. It's a natural concert hall, he claims. Interesting. Something's wrong. You don't see anyone on the street. And you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You will need strong rope to enter the mission through the window. I see. Walking on the beach, you spot a weirdly colored rock. It seems to be covered in some sort of black algae. Getting closer, you realize it's not a rock. Ah, horrifying. It would seem that this is going slightly better than the... Oh, there we are. Not bad at all. You make it through the window. This is the abandoned mansion your friends have talked about. Let's explore it. Something tells me we will find some great things in here. You enter the art workshop. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. The head of the sculpture looks so lifelike. You move closer and you raise your hand to nervously touch it. It falls off. A headless person stumbles out of the sculpting classroom and is reaching for your head. There we are. I seem to be getting used to combat slightly. You've heard a word noise coming from the lock city. You must find a key. I see. Following a suspicious person, you enter an old rundown mansion room. It stinks like spoiled milk and has only 2 doors, one of which you came through. You can't see the strange man anywhere. There's nothing really important here, but you think you might be able to use one item you find. Ah. There is seemingly... I'm unsure of how much experience you may need to level up. I do unfortunately have a... Unfortunately, there is a sort of effect on where I cannot run from encounters. I seemingly need to find some health or something that gets my reasoning back up. Unfortunate. This lowers a little enemy damage by 1. I am... If you can make it home. Well, I'm unsure. I don't think I can leave this place. Yes, I don't believe I can leave this place. You aren't sure what to expect. The sturdy door to the study opens with a creak. The dark, dusty room is empty, but something feels wrong. A faint draft, perhaps. You move the rotten carpet aside to reveal a secret passageway cut directly into the cliff rock. Following a strange song, you discover hidden passages that lead you to an underground chamber. I'd like to explore some more. Ah, I've barely fixed this. Or sold this, I don't know why I said fixed. An holy chants coming from the caves connected with the mansion must have driven the family insane. With no connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had themselves. However, that doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks found around the altar. Ending C. We have experience. More experience. -5 doom, 1 reason and stamina. And 1 day passed. Do I... I'm confused on how this works. Good for you right now. Now you can rest up. I seemingly can only pick 1 perk. Ah, I see. This seems quite nice. Regain 1 stamina for all past event skill checks. Cut off from the outside world. The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. Must be radio mast failure. We've already taken a bath. Is there a... So... I will save an exit to come back in, because I seemingly cannot save... and just stay in the game? So I seemingly have to do this one again. This one gave me a lot of trouble in the tutorial, so... It seems so. Hopefully I do not die. There we are. And we got a steak knife. We shall... We shall equip the steak knife, because that will probably be better than your branch. There we are. I unfortunately have a lot of status effects. Oh, that is exactly what I need. Unfortunately, there are not very many healing items in this game. I do believe I will not be making it through this. Take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. A pillar of heads is nearly reaching the high ceiling. Each face has the same expression of pure hatred. Each mouth screaming the same question, am I beautiful? Not your only chance in this monstrosity way. Input the correct number of bows and claps to perform the banishment ritual. Is it a bow then a clap? It says... Does that mean it's repeating? I'm slightly confused. Perhaps is it bow clap? Perhaps it is saying that you bow. I'm unsure what big investigate means. Well, that is seemingly what the journal is telling me. Take a step back, praying that the banishment... Ah, my first move was correct. The Elder Shore is slowly moving towards you, seemingly unaffected by the ritual. When you were sure this would finally end, you wake up in an ambulance. The paramedic calmly explains that they found you collapsed in one of the classrooms. He shrugs when you ask him about the scissor woman and your friend. The last thing you see before losing consciousness for the second time is the face of the paramedic. 2 old scars visibly on his cheeks. Ending D rewards. 30 experience, -5 doom, reason and stamina, and 1 day has passed. Price hike preparing for the worst. People are stocking up on everything, making it harder to find what you want. Demolition of an old inner-city shrine has resulted in an array of unfortunate accidents, most recently the death of 6 people, suspected to be arson. Indeed, this is not an easy game, and I still have infected wound and bloated. I do believe I have one more time for one more investigation. Bizarre brute of blood-curdling botanist. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he and why would he need so much fertilizer? Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of 000 Park. You can cast 1 spell without paying anything. I have no spells. Though I believe that there's a Junji Ito story that is very similar to this. Oh, there we are. We got 10 experience and -3 doom. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty, yes, this is exactly what I need. You shudder seeing the weird woman reaching in her pocket and grabbing a nasty-looking knife. I do believe I will not make it out of this. And I cannot run from encounters either, because of the overall effect on this. The only thing I can hope to do is perhaps try and dodge everything. Fortunately enough, the dodging seems to be working. Not that time. There we are. We have lucky earrings. We might as well equip them, yes. An old priest is performing a ritual to appease the local demon. You're invited to join them. You've heard about the ritual. Following the intricate pattern of steps, bows, and claps isn't a problem for you. Once the ritual ends, the priest thanks you and hands over an item. Small chance of ignoring reason lost in combat. Ah, it is quite nice. Barely we are walking through the woods. We got +2 funds. A parasitic organism burrows the bark, undulating slowly. We have 5 experience and we can level up. +1 knowledge. Throwing items during combat encounters is more effective, while switching during combat encounters. Let's do knowledge and then we will up our reasoning. Thankfully, we are slightly recovering. In the forest, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog killed by the hind leg in a bear trap. Oh, now we have an ally. Higher chance of finding items after combat. Very, Resident Evil 4. A shape shimmers beneath the surface with a splashy sound. Something emerges from the dark, murky depths. Unfortunately, that did not work. Our dodging worked that time. Not that time. There we are. Unfortunately, our strength is very, very low. Sunstorm forces you to find a shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around you, you discover strange markings. You recognize the strange symbols and connect them to the horrors plaguing your town, +5 experience. It said that a famous priest died on this rock. Unfortunate. And our doom is that our doom is at 25%. You have a feeling that you are being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone standing in the trees just a few meters away. I unfortunately have died. My playthrough lasted 31 minutes and 5 seconds. I will say though, quite a fun game. I'm enjoying this more than I thought I would. I can resume my playthrough. I do hope the doggy lived as well. Well then, I think that is the good place to wrap up for the day. Let us go back to the Cafe Nocturne proper, yes? And here we are. Let us play some music. But again, thank you for everyone who stopped by today. Whether you're looking or talking in chat, I appreciate every single one of you. Loading the game can be a bit of a pain, but it's super fun to get all the scenarios items. Indeed. It seems that has a very high replay value. One thing I can show is I have a new sign. I have a little be right back sign. I also have one for the game room. But for when I need to step away from the counter or step away from the game room for a moment. And of course this V60 is new, and this little picture over here as well is new. I have a few new things as well, but those can be shown off at some other time. Put away the sign. But yes, thank you all so much for stopping by. When will I be live again according to my schedule? You, for some reason, do not need to see that. I don't know why. I will be live tomorrow with some Metroid Prime. It will be quite fun. I'm quite fond of that game. Well then, I shall be departing now. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I shall see you all tomorrow with some Metroid Prime. I will probably be opening normal time tomorrow. But yes, have a good night, everyone.